Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel, where we explore the most significant developments concerning the British royal family and the vital global causes they champion. Today, we are delving into a truly compelling story of unity, purpose, and the critical mission to safeguard the future of our planet. A mission that has brought King Charles III and his heir, Prince William, the Prince of Wales, together in a powerful and unexpected alliance. Before we dive into the details of this crucial collaboration and the surprising Hollywood star who joined their ranks, please take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into the world of royalty. Your support helps us bring these detailed stories to life. For months, the public eye has often focused on whispers of differing opinions or perceived distance between the monarch and his son. The transition of the crown, combined with the inevitable differences in generational approaches to modern monarchy, has provided ample fodder for speculation. However, in a truly significant demonstration of shared purpose, the King and the Prince of Wales have emphatically put aside any minor disagreements to stand shoulder to shoulder on an issue they both deem paramount: the urgent need to protect the natural environment and take decisive steps to mitigate the profound challenges facing our fragile world. This shared commitment is not a sudden development. It is the culmination of decades of unwavering dedication, primarily spearheaded by the now King Charles III. He instilled these foundational environmental values, the principles of stewardship, sustainability, and respect for nature, in both of his children, Prince William and Prince Harry, from their earliest years. Long before climate change became a mainstream political priority, Charles was advocating for organic farming, railing against pollution, and warning the world about the catastrophic potential of environmental degradation. Now, as the baton of environmental leadership passes, we see the King offering his profound support to the next generation's most ambitious project, the Earthshot Prize. This groundbreaking initiative, founded by the Prince of Wales, is designed to seek out, celebrate, and scale up practical, innovative, and game-changing solutions to the planet's most pressing environmental problems. It is a modern, forward-looking mechanism to drive real change. To bolster this critical effort, King Charles III delivered a genuine surprise, demonstrating his profound commitment to his son's vision. He participated in a special podcast interview alongside the internationally acclaimed Hollywood star Cate Blanchett. This unexpected convergence of royalty, cinema, and cutting-edge science highlights the sheer importance of the subject matter. The podcast, aptly titled Unearthed, was recorded back in the sunny month of July within the venerable walls of Windsor Castle. The purpose of this high-profile recording was dual. First, to lend the immense prestige of the crown to the Earthshot movement, and second, to specifically celebrate a quarter-century of pioneering work at one of the world's most significant conservation sites. The focus of the conversation was the world-renowned and groundbreaking seed bank located in Wakehurst, specifically the Millennium Seed Bank. This facility, which recently celebrated its 25th anniversary, is nothing short of a global insurance policy for plant life. Its mission is critical and straightforward: to meticulously collect, dry, and freeze seeds from across the globe, preserving them in a vast climate-controlled vault before they are irretrievably wiped out by accelerating climate change and relentless environmental pressures, such as habitat loss and invasive species. Joining King Charles and the esteemed actress on the podcast was Dr. Eleanor Bremen, Kew's senior research leader in seed conservation. Dr. Bremen brought the necessary scientific rigor and deep expertise to the discussion, explaining the complex processes involved in maintaining the viability of seeds for potentially hundreds or even thousands of years. Her presence underscored that this was not merely a celebrity chat, but a serious exploration of global biodiversity strategy. Cate Blanchett is not just a casual observer in this field. She is a committed environmental advocate and plays a key role within the Earthshot structure, serving as a dedicated member of the Earthshot Prize Council. Furthermore, she serves as an ambassador for the Wakehurst estate, giving her a deep personal connection to the work of the Millennium Seed Bank. During the recording of Unearthed, the Thor Ragnarok actress spoke with palpable passion and urgency about the work being carried out in those subterranean vaults. She articulated the absolute necessity of the seed bank's mission, conveying a sense of immediacy that resonated deeply with the king. It was during this discussion that Cate Blanchett shared a statistic so startling that it underscores the silent crisis unfolding in our landscapes. She confessed that she was genuinely shocked to discover the extent of the damage already inflicted upon key ecosystems, specifically noting that a staggering 97% of the wildflower meadows have been decimated. Think about that figure for a moment. 97%. Wildflower meadows are not merely aesthetic. They are the literal engine rooms of biodiversity, supporting vast numbers of insects, pollinators, and the intricate food chains that sustain us all. The loss of these habitats represents a massive, almost unimaginable collapse in natural capital. King Charles, whose passion for the preservation of the British landscape is well documented, immediately concurred with the actress and the scientist. He affirmed that the work of the Millennium Seed Bank is absolutely vital, describing it as the very bedrock required to preserve biodiversity for generations yet to come. His voice carried a tone of immense pride as he shared his personal connection to the institution, noting that he was very proud to serve as the patron of the Royal Botanic Gardens, Kew, which oversees the operation at Wakehurst. He expressed that it was wonderful what the seed bank is doing, acknowledging the tireless efforts of the staff and researchers. However, the king's praise was tempered by a characteristic sense of urgency. With the wisdom of someone who has observed environmental decline over 7 decades, he stressed that while the progress was commendable, there was a pressing need to speed up the process. He drew on his deep historical knowledge of the British landscape, referencing the profound and accelerating damage that has been done to all our flower-rich meadows since the war. This reference to the post-war period is crucial. It speaks to the widespread changes in agricultural policy driven by the need for increased food security, which often favored monoculture and intensive farming methods. These practices, while achieving their immediate goals, led directly to the drainage of wetlands, the removal of hedgerows, and the catastrophic loss of those very wildflower meadows that Cate Blanchett referenced. The king's concern is not abstract, it is rooted in historical observation of landscape transformation. Cate Blanchett followed up on this point with a powerful and sobering analogy that perfectly captured the disparity between destruction and restoration in the natural world. She noted the horrifying speed with which irreplaceable natural assets can be lost, observing that what one can destroy in one day by just plowing it up takes practically 100 years to replace. This statement highlights the moral and ecological debt we incur with every acre of habitat lost, a debt that our descendants will be forced to repay over centuries. The discussion, guided by the informed perspectives of the king, the actress, and the scientist, provided a rare and compelling glimpse into the critical conservation efforts underway globally. It served as a potent reminder that while the challenges are immense, human ingenuity, backed by significant institutional support, offers a genuine path forward. In his concluding remarks, King Charles III reserved his highest praise for the professionals working daily at the Wakehurst facility and similar conservation centers worldwide. He stated unequivocally that it was absolutely incredible how they have been working to safeguard this planetary legacy. The significance of this collaboration cannot be overstated. By participating in Unearthed, King Charles III provided a powerful personal stamp of approval on Prince William's Earthshot Prize, demonstrating a unified front in the face of the global climate crisis. It signals to the world that the monarch is actively using his platform, not just to voice concern, but to directly support the practical, solution-oriented endeavors championed by his heir. This intergenerational partnership, focusing on the protection of biodiversity through initiatives like the Millennium Seed Bank, is arguably one of the most important developments in the royal family's current chapter. The Millennium Seed Bank, celebrating its 25th year, is truly a beacon of hope. Housed in the heart of the Sussex countryside, it is the largest ex situ plant conservation program in the world. Its mission is to bank seeds from 25% of the world's plant species by 2020, a target they have largely met and continue to expand upon. When we talk about preserving biodiversity, we are talking about saving the genetic codes that might one day hold the key to new medicines, drought-resistant crops, or the restoration of entire ecosystems ravaged by climate change. The humble seed, stored in a deep freeze, is our greatest weapon against ecological collapse. The king's passion for this work traces back to his foundational belief in the sacred bond between humanity and nature. His advocacy goes beyond mere environmentalism. It is a philosophy of balance, recognizing that human prosperity is inextricably linked to ecological health. By appearing on this podcast, he reaffirmed that the legacy he is passing to William is not just a crown, but a profound responsibility to serve as the chief steward of the Commonwealth's natural heritage. The commitment shown by Cate Blanchett, serving on the Earthshot Council, further elevates the prize's status, attracting attention from the artistic and cultural spheres. Her ability to translate complex scientific concepts, like the 97% meadow loss statistic, into easily digestible, emotionally resonant language is vital for public awareness. It transforms the silent, slow-moving crisis of biodiversity loss into an urgent, immediate call to action. Dr. Bremen's presence ensured that the discussion remained grounded in verifiable science. Seed conservation is a meticulous, long-term endeavor involving complex research into dormancy, desiccation tolerance, and storage protocols. Her contribution highlighted the tireless scientific effort required to maintain this global lifeline, ensuring that the seeds collected today remain viable for the challenges of tomorrow. The collective efforts celebrated in the Unearthed podcast, the innovative funding model of the Earthshot Prize, the proactive preservation work of the Millennium Seed Bank, and the high-level advocacy provided by the King and the Prince of Wales represent a powerful fusion of finance, science, and leadership. This unity demonstrates a serious, long-term commitment to tackling environmental issues not just with rhetoric, but with tangible, scalable solutions. The royal family understands that the monarchy's relevance in the 21st century is defined, in part, by its ability to champion global causes. By aligning themselves so strongly with the fight against climate change and biodiversity loss, King Charles and Prince William are ensuring that the institution remains at the forefront of the issues that matter most to the global community, especially younger generations who will inherit this planet. This shared endeavor, initiated by William and passionately endorsed by Charles, signals a strong future for British environmental leadership on the world stage. It is a powerful reminder that when it comes to the existential threats facing our environment, the royal family is unified, serious, and committed to action. What are your thoughts on this powerful collaboration between King Charles III and Prince William? Do you believe the involvement of high-profile figures like Cate Blanchett significantly helps to raise awareness about the critical work of institutions like the Millennium Seed Bank? Please share your opinions and reflections in the comment section below. We read every single one of your insightful messages. Thank you so much for joining us for this detailed exploration of the royal family's crucial environmental mission. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more in-depth royal analysis, and join us next time for another compelling story. Until then, take care and thank you for watching.